Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Down. I got to see Red One at an early access screening. Here are my spoiler-free thoughts on the film. Before I get started, please check out my 40x reviews for Red One to see if it's worth it in the format. Red One, I did not like the first trailer, thought it looked bad, and then the second trailer I thought was a big improvement over the first, but still didn't love the second trailer. But I do love Christmas, and I do like this cast, and I love Christmas movies. So I was looking forward to it enough. I was hoping it was going to be at least a fun, turn your brain off kind of film. And I actually will say, I did have fun. One of the big things that I was really impressed with was the lore and the world building and the backstories and, you know, the deepness of the stories and the lore that they established for this world. I was really impressed with that. I thought they did a really good job. I was really interested in the story and the lore of all these characters, you know, and how Santa and other characters work in this world. I was really intrigued to even learn more, but I thought they did good with what they did. Another thing I was impressed with was the makeup and the prosthetics, the costumes and all of that. Like Krampus, looked real. It all looked practical. For Krampus and like any other of those demon creatures in his world, they looked real. So I think that maybe it was a mix of CGI and practical, but I think a lot of that was practical. I'm glad they did that. There was a polar bear and like the elves and penguins helping out. I thought that CGI was pretty good as well. I think overall the CGI mixed with the practical effects, whether it's just CGI or all the practical effects or a mix of both, I thought they did a pretty fantastic job with it. I can't believe I'm saying these two things, you know, about the lore and the world building and the costumes, makeup, prosthetics, and all of that, you know, about this movie. Some of the set design even was really good, I thought. There was a cool world for North Pole. There was a cool world for where Krampus lives. The snowman looked good as well, the snowman fight. And that's another thing. I had fun with the action scenes. They're not all like amazing, but I think that they were fun and entertaining and they did what they needed to do. I liked Chris Evans and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's chemistry. I thought they did a pretty good job, especially for these kind of roles. I like Lucy Liu. J.K. Simmons really surprised me as Santa. He's not in it that much because, as you see, he's missing. He gets kidnapped, and you do see him a little bit here and there while he's kidnapped, but you don't see him that much. You see him in the beginning a good chunk. I thought he was really fun as Santa. He wasn't what I was ever picturing as Santa. He is a different kind of Santa. There's a lot of the same lore that we know and love, habits that Santa has, loving cookies and milk and all of that. J.K. Simmons is Santa. He's more fit. They play into that. I thought that was really cool. I really enjoyed the Krampus scenes as well. Even watching the trailers, I was like, these are going to be some standout scenes. Thought that they were really well done. Krampus was fun. Like I said, I liked his backstory and his lore, how they connected all these different holiday lores, mythology to this world. Kiernan Shipka plays the villain. She's fine. I wish we got deeper into maybe her motivations, exactly why she's doing this like this and why it's so important to her. I guess she's just bad. And some of that is original or at least creative in the way that, you know, what she wants to do and everything. Definitely some derivative stuff though here. Derivative stuff throughout the film. A lot of action stuff that's just in action films. But I don't know. I really liked it. Like I said, the lore got deeper than I ever expected. This was scarier than I expected. For newcomers, like for younger audiences, kids. Not for me, really. I mean, but there is some creepy imagery and creepy sound effects, demonic voices and stuff like that. I think that maybe the younger kids maybe will get a little frightened. It just was more than I expected from a film like this. It is PG-13. There's language and then some innuendos here and there. I do think it's maybe an older family kind of film around Christmas. It has some good messaging. Definitely cliche Christmas themes and messages and you know, lessons and stuff. But I thought it worked pretty well. It's not like I was getting choked up, but there were actually some good emotional moments. Yes, they were kind of cliche character beats, kind of cliche story beats. I really was surprised with how invested I got in some of these emotional beats. I think there's pacing issues. I felt the length of this film. I thought that the screenplay maybe it was a little jumbled. Could have been ironed out a little better. Even though there is some creativeness there and some coolness there, I would have been fine with a little less of the villain throughout like the first half. And I thought some of her writing was weak. I was really just having fun with the adventure of, you know, Chris Evans and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Lucy Liu. The villain wasn't horrible. There was definitely some redeeming qualities to the writing of the villain. With the humor, like, I mean, I did chuckle. I did get some good laughs, but there's some generic humor. There's some dumb humor. There's some humor that just did not land. I don't know, but I had fun with it. I know that's crazy. It's not going to be in my top 10 list. It's not going to be in my annual Christmas watch list, but I would watch this again. I liked it enough. But what would I give Red One? Red One gets a 7 out of 10 from me. That's a 7 out of 10 for Red One. Have you seen Red One yet? Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comment section. I also did a short movie review, and I did a 40x short and a 40x long form, talking about if Red One is worth it in the 40x format. And if you want a closer look at those collectibles, keep an eye out for my shorts on those. If you liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more content from me, please click around here to see some other content from me. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the movie fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, make me your 40x guy, and come to the upside down.